Lions offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
Looking for space. It's Hubbard. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. To the air, it's Cherry. Gets it to him on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Terrapins! Once he got some room, it was over.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
7, West Virginia, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fighting off the defender. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg and rolling out. On target to the left. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play, because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that catch.
And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Martin will throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. And the Terrapins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Martin back to pass. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Fair catch is called for. In the midst of all this rain, just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Shotgun snap on third down. Makes the catch. It's Whitaker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Hard running there. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ole Miss needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Oxford behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the big fella. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Martin will throw it. Time to take a shot. He's got it at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Cherry. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they can't make the play on third down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Up-tempo for the offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Cherry. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's White. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Sets up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his...
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Terps have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Martin back to pass. Fires it down the seam. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Give to the running back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the option. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Ward. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Martin will throw it. Here's the pressure. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grab near the marker. It's Ward. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Hubbard. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They'll run it. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5.
West Virginia, 9.
He'll bring it out. It's Pugh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Makes the grab. It's Glass. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Oh, they're after him. Snags it inside the 20.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
He leaves it with his back. Breaks the tackle. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown Mountaineers. They take the lead with the 6.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this turning it on. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Got a man. It's Glass. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the missed connection on 3rd down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's White. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets
a shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A strike downfield. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the 1st down. A little bit short. But what did I do? Made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want that clock to run. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. Busts through behind his pad. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
he's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Martin back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day.
And this offense, man, they're just desperate. Like late in the football game, you're down. They've got to push the ball down the field. They've got to find some explosive plays. And they found one, Jesse, but for the defense.
The four verticals has a better chance of working earlier in the game when it's close, but when you're trailing by a lot and the defense knows you have to throw it, just sending four guys running in a straight line down the field, oftentimes not a tremendous play call.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Martin will throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Mountaineers! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I just never saw this team falling into